Welcome back to Butterfly Effect Tarot. My name is Lorraine, and today's topic is regarding what are you unknowingly manifesting and calling into your life right now? There are three groups, and the timestamps for each group will be in the description box in the comments section below. If the readings and messages resonate, please feel free to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you choose. For all of my subscribers and returning viewers, as always, I greatly appreciate you. Thank you. For newer viewers, welcome. And if interested after this video, you may return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into each one of your messages. Well, welcome to your reading group one regarding what are you unknowingly manifesting and calling into your life at this time. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled 5 cards. We'll go ahead and highlight the cards that came out, and then we will get into your reading. So the first card out is the Fool, followed by the King of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Swords, followed by the Three of Cups. And then the final card out is Temperance. Bottom of the deck energy is the Nine of Pentacles. For the clarifiers, we have the Queen of Swords again, followed by Justice. And then we have the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck clarifying energy is the Nine of Cups. So it doesn't matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy, the messages should apply no matter what. So for this group, you are actually calling in some really great stuff unknowingly. First and foremost, I feel like for this group, you're unknowingly manifesting and calling in financial freedom, happiness, joy, passion, ease, comfort, excitement, celebration. With the Queen of Swords coming up here twice, I feel like for this group, you are very guarded as a person. You've been hurt a lot when the Queen of Swords or King of Swords comes up. This usually means that there's been a lot that has, hurt you in the past. So now you're guarded and protected. You could be very closed off, very much in a hermit mode. So for some of you, you may not even know what makes you happy anymore. And I feel like you're calling in this balance where you can continue to operate in this guarded energy, continue to be intuitive, continue to have this maturity and this insight, but also balancing it out with the Justice card and the Page of Wands, where you're also able to live free and open, right? With the Fool card and the Page of Wands, this is a free spirited energy. These are people that live in the moment. They just enjoy being in the present. They are pursuing what they want. They're going where they want to go. They are taking leaps of faith and risk. Whereas with the Queen of Swords, sometimes can be in her head too much. She can overthink. There's a concern about letting that guard down and taking a leap of faith or taking a risk or just going out and letting loose and potentially landing yourself in a situation that could hurt you or ending up in a situation with a person that can deceive you. But what you're calling in is the ability to balance out this Queen of Swords and Page of Wands energy. The Fool card coming out. You want a new beginning in life. You want justice for essentially having to be in this Queen of Swords energy. And what I mean by that, in other words, is, for example, you've been through so much that has caused you to be this guarded to the point where you may not even know how to let this guard down. Because for most of you, I do feel like you've already healed from whatever this energy is. But I feel like you've been in this guarded energy so long that you don't know how to get out of it. Or there is this kind of underlying energy of, like I said, you don't know what makes you happy anymore or how to get to that energy of happiness. And you want justice in this situation where you can essentially have the scales balance out in your favor and you can be essentially able to open up to life again, to open up to your joy again with this Nine of Cups, to have wish fulfillment in every area of your life, happily single or happily dating, without fear, without this concern about being hurt, without being attached to the outcome, just having friendships and soul groups and attachments, companions with this Three of Cups that you can have fun with, that you can go out with, that you can trust. They're supportive of you, you're supportive of them. This could even just be you wanting to be able to celebrate with those that you love that are close to you. Nine of Pentacles at the bottom, you want to be able to have more time to yourself, not having to worry or stress about bills or responsibilities because everything is already taken care of because you have more than enough of what you need in terms of your resources. You're able to just spoil yourself, spoil those around you. You're able to just live life without a care in the world. So essentially, unknowingly, you are manifesting and calling in ease. You're manifesting and calling in this energy of bliss and passion, this desire to live again and knowing how to approach this while still being able to allow yourself to still have your guard and boundaries set and still being able to enforce them. But not so much, again, Queen of Swords twice, meaning not so much to the point where you're living from a place of fear or you're operating from this intuitive place of keeping yourself kind of stuck, right? The Queen of Swords sometimes can be stuck because she draws a boundary that keeps others out, but that also means that it keeps her within her own bubble. You're wanting to step out of this bubble. You're wanting to step out of your shell. You're wanting to be comfortable. For this group, a lot of you may have a kind of King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy within you that you keep hidden and locked away with this Page of Wands coming out. And you want to be able to let that kind of inner, passionate, exciting, fun, bold, courageous, sexy part of you out again, or for the first time ever, and not really have to overthink it, or not really feel like you have to be guarding your energy to the point where you can't be comfortable in your joy, comfortable in this excitement. You want to live in the moment again. Queen of Swords thinks everything through. Everything needs careful thought and planning. She's not somebody that operates in a Fool or a Page of Wands energy. It's somebody that just takes a risk or a leap of faith, or just jumps on a plane and flies somewhere for joy. You want spontaneous energy back in your life. You want to be able to enjoy the life that you're living. You want to be financially comfortable, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually comfortable and free. There's a strong energy here of being able to live wild and free, but still within reason. Now, for some of you, right, because we have more to get into, but I'm going to say this really quickly. With this full energy, this is a new beginning, right? Taking a leap of faith into a new beginning. And then the Three of Cups energy can represent reuniting, and then the Temperance can represent reconciliation. So for some of you, maybe not all, but for some of you, if you're the Queen of Swords in this, then more than likely you are the one that may be manifesting and unknowingly a King of Pentacles, right? Maybe not for romance. I don't see romance so much out here. This feels more like just having somebody where they're having a reunion with someone where it can be more peaceful and harmonious, right? Or if you're the King of Pentacles, this is a Queen of Swords you're manifesting in. So for example, this would be where if this resonates, this could be, you could both be parents in this situation, and you want to be able to have this joyous or positive, mutual, friendly kind of experience with one another, where it's balanced, it's harmonious. You're able to celebrate and get along for the sake of the family dynamic that you've had, right? Just an example. But for others of you, you're wanting to manifest in this King of Pentacles energy. You're wanting to manifest in this energy of you being your own King of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles reconfirms that. Somebody that is an entrepreneur, a leader, a boss, somebody that is in control of their own finances, somebody that can provide for themselves. The energy of being independent, having your own environment where you can create the comfort and the kind of decor and energy that you want to operate and live in. So this group, you are calling in a lot of good stuff for yourself. There's two cards of balance out here, the Justice and Temperance. And then the Queen of Swords is out here twice. She brings justice, fairness, and harmony. Some of you there could be something of a passion project or a business idea that you've either been working on that, or that you've been wanting to plan or take a leap of faith towards. And maybe you've been in your head too much, or maybe you don't feel like you have enough time or resources to allow yourself to take a leap of faith towards this. And you're actually calling in the energy where you're going to be able to do that, where things can unfold that will allow you to step into this energy and pursue this creative endeavor or pursue this business idea that you have. And based off of what I'm seeing, it's going to be very emotionally fulfilling with this Nine of Cups, and it's going to be very financially abundant with this Nine of Pentacles. For some of you with this Nine of Pentacles, you could actually be manifesting in a unexpected windfall of money, or unexpected, some sort of unexpected financial support, or maybe an opportunity that will lead to this financial abundance. But there's a lot of desire here for comfort, joy, and excitement. Some of you could be feeling bored and or unfulfilled right now in your life. Some of you could just be in this energy of being tired of being closed off, or having this energy of, I don't want to say you're living in fear, right? I don't feel that. The Queen of Swords doesn't really give me the energy of somebody who's living in fear. She just gives me the energy of somebody that lives too cautiously, and you're not wanting to live this way anymore, at least when it comes to seeking out your happiness, your dreams, your goals, or just being able to enjoy life and live it in a thrilling way. You're desiring excitement. For some of you, you could even be manifesting in a passionate partner that you can have a kind of casual connection with. Take it how it resonates with that Page of Wands. Somebody that will kind of bring that, playful, youthful energy out of you again and excite you again, and somebody that will inspire you to kind of live more in a free-spirited energy, in a free-spirited way. But I do feel also for this group, if you've been feeling unmotivated, if you've been lacking in drive and passion and desire to get out and live or to pursue what you desire, to start new hobbies, to just enjoy, the moment, you're manifesting in an abundance of physical energy with this Page of Wands, where you will have energy to be more productive and to actually pursue and do everything you want to do, more vitality. Yeah, I feel some of you are, I mean, obviously to me, the Queen of Swords is guarded, but she reminds me of the High Priestess. There's usually a mysterious or enigmatic energy about the Queen of Swords to me. And to me, that's kind of an alluring thing because it's almost like she attracts in attention with this power she asserts. But the fact that she's so guarded and her energy is so hidden and closed off that all you can really do is stare, right? The Queen of Swords energy reminds me of somebody that is usually very magnetic in a way where they're not trying to be. If anything, your energy suggests that you want people to stay away, but your power that you kind of carry but keep it very contained actually draws in attention. It's very interesting energy to me. Some of you could also be trying to unknowingly bringing in or calling in and manifesting in clarity, right? The Queen of Swords out here twice. As I stated earlier, you may not know what makes you happy or how to go about pursuing it or how to get out of this guarded energy. And you may be bringing in the clarity and the knowledge and steps and know-how as to how to break free from this kind of bubble or chain that you have kind of locked yourself to, right? But there's freedom, there's ease here, there's comfort, there's bliss, there's abundance literally in every area of your life. The Nine of Cups, this is personal wish fulfillment. This is where you are happy with your community, your home life, yourself, your emotions, your mental health, your job and career, creative endeavors, your finances. Everything is blissful. You wake up with ease. You wake up happy. You wake up excited. You wake up passionate about what you're going to do that day. With the Page of Wands, you plan to have a great day when you wake up and you're excited because you live in this place of feeling like the world is your oyster and anything possible can happen, and you look at it from an optimistic perspective. So this is also what you're essentially unknowingly manifesting and calling in, being more optimistic, being more free flowing. This is an energy of also moving from a place of being stress free, right? Trusting that things will work out and not having to overthink everything in your life and every moment and every move and every situation and every person. Trusting that you can just step out on faith with everything that you do, how you live your life, how you connect with others, how you approach everything you do for your career, and trusting that the divine, with this Temperance card, you're protected, you're covered with the Justice card. Karmic justice is on your side. Things will always be fair, just, and balanced in your favor as you step out on faith, as you live on the edge in a good way. I love this for you. So I'm going to leave it there. If it resonated on any level, please feel free to like and subscribe. You can let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you can return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you. Welcome to your reading group 2 regarding what are you unknowingly manifesting and calling into your life at this time. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. I typically prefer 5 cards, but 6 cards came out for your group. So we'll look into the cards that came through and then we'll get into the message. So the first card out is the Moon, followed by the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Judgment card, followed by the High Priestess. And then we have the Page of Cups, followed by the World. Bottom of the deck energy is the Five of Swords. For the 3 clarifying cards, we have the Ace of Cups, followed by the 3 of Pentacles, and then the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck energy for the clarifiers is the Eight of Swords. So it doesn't matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy, the messages should apply no matter what. So your reading is actually clear and to the point, and I love it. So for this group, some of you are manifesting in unknowingly a new romantic partner. For others of you, this is a soul tribe, like an emotional connection, a companion. It could even be for some of you with this Ace of Cups and 3 of Pentacles, a work environment or a business partner. But I feel like this energy is being called in because based on the cards that came out in the initial card pool, for this group, with that Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Moon and the Seven of Swords, you have been through it. I feel like for this group, you've been deceived, had malicious energy around you, hidden enemies amongst family, friends, relationships, and coworker dynamics. I just feel like emotional connections or connections with people overall have been very disappointing and painful because it's to the point where some of you have had to actually heal from this. Some of you are actually calling in and manifesting and healing and closing this cycle with the World card. But I do get the vibe that some of you have already closed this chapter. And for those of you who have, you're already in the energy of bringing in this new emotional connection, in love, in friendship, in community, or in work. Others of you, you're manifesting in this healing so that you then will get this new beginning. With the High Priestess energy coming out after the Judgment card, usually with the Judgment, it's about healing from the past and moving forward, having a new beginning, more evolved. And then it goes into the High Priestess. This is the energy of being evolved. The High Priestess has worked through her trauma, her past, things that have hurt her, her shadow self, and she's aligned it with her light. She's become more wise and intuitive. She has a strength in intuition and spirituality, direct connection with source. And then it goes into the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups is a dreamer. This is a person that believes in the possibilities of harmonious, positive, spiritual, and basically healthy love in connections. And with the High Priestess, she is very wise and intuitive. But I notice you have the Queen of Cups out here in the clarifiers, who's also very wise, spiritual, and intuitive. The difference is with the High Priestess, this is an energy that's closed off. She protects her energy. She stays to herself. Whereas the Queen of Cups is usually very friendly, very open, and very sociable. She's willing to express her wisdom, express her love, and receive it in return. So I feel like you're desiring to heal and transform for those that haven't. And you're desiring to operate in this Page of Cups energy of being willing to even consider opening yourself up to romance or friendship or any type of emotional connection or human connection, if you will, that will be fulfilling and harmonious. And with this Eight of Swords at the bottom of the clarifiers, this is you wanting to essentially get out of your head. You're unknowingly manifesting the energy of moving out of this Eight of Swords energy of where you interact with others, or whether it comes to any type of connection at all, where you're kind of in that fearful state of being on guard about whether or not this is going to be another situation where there's rumors, there's gossip, there's deception, someone's stealing, someone's lying, someone's sabotaging, there's hidden enemies, hidden motives. There's an energy to live unguarded with this Queen of Cups energy. There's an energy of learning, right? With the High Priestess, learning from what you've been through, becoming wiser, becoming more intuitive, moving forward, but still moving more into this Queen of Cups healed, and wise energy, where now you are able to be in a connection or a work environment or deal with people and have that kind of connection where it's healthy, right? It's harmonious with this Ace of Cups. It's emotionally fulfilling for everyone involved. With the Three of Pentacles, it's a collaborative effort to build something of value within this connection. For some of you, this is an energy where if it's romance, which I do feel for a lot of you, this is romance. It's romance where you can collaborate with this person in a healthy way. Three of Pentacles, loyal, dedicated. You know, Pentacles is about loyalty. It's about groundedness. It's about balance. It's about harmony. It's about value and something that lasts and is sustainable. So for those of you where this is romance, you want to have someone where you can operate with the Three of Pentacles and build to a Ten of Pentacles, where you can build a legacy of love and wealth and abundance and happiness and bliss, something to be remembered, like a happily ever after. For others of you, this is a work environment or a business partnership where it's one mind, one accord, but there is this friendly, and emotional connection as well, where you are not just business partners or not just colleagues, but there's this energy of having genuine care for one another. For others of you, this is a community, right? Or a friend, somebody that is operating from the same place as you. They're loyal, they're honest, they're honorable, they're righteous. You're one mind, one accord. They respect you and give you love, honesty, loyalty, and you give that in return. So your reading is very clear and straight to the point. Like I said, for each of you, it's different because I feel for quite a few of you, you've already closed this cycle out. And unknowingly, you're actually bringing in a new emotional, fulfilling connection in one area or another. Others of you, you're manifesting this healing, closing out this chapter of fear, of opening up once and for all due to those that have hurt you before, connections that have been disappointing. You're manifesting in the energy of closing that out and then opening up for something new. Okay, so some of you could have been in hermit mode for a very long time because based off of the cards out here, there is a deep fear. Maybe you are not aware of this, but there is a deep fear mentally with this Eight of Swords and emotionally with this Moon card of being hurt, being betrayed. Five of Swords is bullies, right? These are people that are malicious. They create lies, they create rumors, they talk about you, they create arguments with you, they sabotage. The Seven of Swords and the card of the Moon are both about hidden enemies. People that steal. These are wolves in sheep's clothing, people that you thought you could trust, but in reality, they deceive you. They have hidden motives. They really don't have your best interest at heart. You're showing up in this energy of being honorable and loving from this Queen of Cups place, Page of Cups energy, and they're taking what they can get from you while draining the cups that you have for yourself. So some of you may be aware of this because this is an intuitive pile. I will also say really quickly, for some of you, you are healers. I mentioned that earlier. But with this Ace of Cups and this Three of Pentacles and Queen of Cups energy, some of you may be manifesting in a partner or some sort of a collaborative effort where you can step into this healing role. Some of you may want a romantic partner or a companion, a close friend who also is a healer or who you can work with to build or put something out into the world that is about healing and helping other people. But I do feel for a lot of you here, you do have a career in this and you're unknowingly manifesting in a new door opening, an emotionally fulfilling opportunity to put yourself out there and have the level of wisdom, knowledge, and intuition from what you've learned from before to protect your energy while still coming from a heart space. And I love that for you. And I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. If it resonated on any level, please feel free to like and subscribe. You can let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you may return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you. Hi, Paul 3. So one quick message that I may not have mentioned. One of the energies rather that you could be potentially unknowingly manifesting and calling in is a revitalization in your energy field. Maybe you've been feeling a little down and out or unmotivated, and you are calling in passion, drive, excitement, and a lot of energy to be more productive, to pursue your dreams and goals, inspiration or motivation to put something out there or to go after something that you want. Essentially just calling back your power, if you will. I did want to make that quick note. Your reading is amazing. So let's go ahead and get into it. Welcome to your reading group 3 regarding what are you unknowingly manifesting and calling into your life at this time. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. I tend to pull 5 cards, but 6 cards came through for your reading. So we'll look into the cards that came out and then we'll go ahead and get into the message. So the first card out is the Ace of Wands, followed by the Nine of Wands. And then we have the Sun, followed by the Four of Wands. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, followed by the Magician. Bottom of the deck energy is the Nine of Swords. For the 3 clarifiers, we have the Five of Wands, followed by the Hanged Man and the Emperor. Bottom of the deck energy for clarifiers is the High Priestess. So really quickly, it does not matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy, the messages should apply no matter what. So for this group, you're actually unknowingly manifesting and calling in abundance, bliss, blessings, excitement, fun, joy, happiness, positivity. For those of you that have been desiring a community or a happy family dynamic with this Four of Wands, you're unknowingly bringing that in. But I'm actually feeling like for most of you with this Four of Wands energy, there is something that you desire to, that you have already or that you're desiring to create and put out into the world with that Ace of Wands, Four of Wands out here, and the Ten of Pentacles. There's a desire here to walk in your purpose. There's a desire to live life, to enjoy life, but to also enjoy what you do, right? Because the Four of Wands is also the energy of being acknowledged and celebrated and awarded, receiving accolades for what you put out, for your business endeavors, your creative endeavors. And then it's coming out with the Ten of Pentacles. So again, for some of you, this is family, right? This is having abundance, having a happy family, a happy home, where the sun is shining and there's loyalty, there's faithfulness, there's peace, there's harmony, there is joy in abundance of in every area of your life. But for others of you, this is actually you putting out something creative and having it turn into something that is a part of your legacy, something that is you leaving your mark on the world. Because the Magician card comes out after the Ten of Pentacles, and the Magician is the creative energy. This is somebody that creates the vision that they have for themselves, and they take inspired action to bring it into life, to make it a reality. So for this group, you could actually be desiring both, and unknowingly you're manifesting in a family and something to do with your career, because the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands are basically the same card to some degree. Both of them represent success, accolades, abundance in every area of your life, and a happy marriage and a happy home. So for this group, you're actually manifesting in it all for yourself, everything. Like there, this is the ultimate wish fulfillment card, and then it's coming out with its more the other counterpart of it, which is the Four of Wands, and the Sun is coming out. This is the happiest card in the tarot deck. So for this group, you may have been through it in life, because for you to unknowingly be trying to draw in this much of heavy energy, a good heavy though, this is positive, it means that you have had a life that has been, or experiences that have been very, very difficult. And we have the Nine of Wands coming out before the Sun. The Nine of Wands is a card of going through a difficult battle and journey, and having to be resilient, having to stand your ground, having to become guarded. Even in the image, he's bandaged up and bruised, but he's standing tall, having to draw strength and power from the pain and the disturbance that you've been through. Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you are manifesting an energy of getting out of fear and doubt. Sleepless nights, not being able to sleep, having a lot of worries, having a lot of concerns about your life, about your career, about your dreams, about your goals, about what is to come for you. You're manifesting getting out of this darkness, this heavy energy, and moving into this very sun, light, flowy, playful, abundant energy. Now, when I look at the clarifiers, this energy is giving me a couple of things. The Five of Wands into the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about releasing and letting go, viewing things from a higher perspective, and gaining enlightenment from a situation. And then the Five of Wands before it, that's the energy of conflict, chaos, disruption, arguing, fights, bullies, just an energy of toxicity in connections. So for some of you, you are manifesting in this energy of releasing, letting go, and healing and evolving from this Emperor energy. This is who could have caused this Nine of Swords and Nine of Wands. Others of you are desiring or manifesting in, rather unknowingly, releasing and letting go connections or situations from the past that had you in this energy, and taking your power back with this energy of the Emperor, being your own Emperor. That with the High Priestess at the bottom, it does not matter your gender. You are essentially coming into this energy of of balancing out your masculine and feminine energy, because the High Priestess is divine feminine and the Emperor is divine masculine. For some of you, this is a romantic counterpart. This is the counterpart that you may have a connection with. Whatever you do for work or career, part of your legacy could be being a healer, but essentially definitely a boss. But with the energy of the Emperor, this is a ruler. And we have the Ten of Pentacles out here, which is an empire. So you're unknowingly manifesting and bringing in an energy of being a ruler over your own empire, and also partnered with somebody, having a supportive group of people around you, a supportive romantic partner, supportive friends, a soul tribe, success, abundance, happiness, wealth, just this overwhelming sense of pleasure and joy. And with the High Priestess, an energy of having healed, having evolved, having, worked through your shadow self and the different traumas and things that you've had to deal with in the past, and aligning it and becoming more intuitive, operating from a place of wisdom and knowledge. Yeah, there's a lot here. So you may actually be a master manifester unknowingly, because the Magician is out here, and that is the card of the master manifester. Also, the High Priestess reminds me of a master manifester because of divine feminine energy. She has so much inner power that she's able to emit it out and patiently wait as it comes in. Whereas the Emperor takes the inspired action as well to go after what he wants, just like the Magician. So you may already be a master manifester, and this is why you're able to unknowingly bring in so much overwhelming abundance into your life in every area of your life. Because if you're not aware of this, you may be evolving into this Magician energy right now. Or there's things like daydreaming, writing. There's different things that you could be doing that could be bringing this in. But since it's unknowing, I feel like for you, it's something about your energy that you're putting out. You could be very much somebody that's like a King of Wands, Queen of Wands, somebody that's very powerful, very assertive. You have a very strong, intense magnetic energy. So the energy that you put out, it comes back. But when you're in that kind of powerful energy and you put it out, it brings things in quicker, or it brings in a lot at once. And with the Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, also Four of Wands, with all this fiery energy out here, yeah, you're more than likely a Queen of Wands or King of Wands energy at the core. And unknowingly, you are bringing in all of your heart's desires, all of your heart's positive desires for your life. A happy connection, a happy soul tribe, a happy family dynamic, your career, your dreams, your passion projects, your creativity, the ability to even open up to what your vision for your life is and bring it in at the same time. Because with the Nine of Swords, this is lacking in clarity. This is where you're, so bogged down with trauma, pain, fear, doubt, stress, anxiety, worries, that you can't even think clearly. Both the Nine of Wands, you stand in your power. You've been through it, but you stand in your power. And then you move into the Sun, the happiest energy in tarot. Some of you could be some of you could be unknowingly bringing in this energy of ease and comfort into your life, where you can live a worry-free life. Things are set up. Each day you wake up joyous, happy, abundant. You have a support system around you, people that love you, a specific partner that loves you, that supports you. You're celebrated for what you put into the world. You're celebrated just for who you are. Because for some of you, you may not even be the one that is pursuing this type of career, what have you. This emperor could be the person that's pursuing this energy, and you are the high priestess, somebody that is very spiritual, very much divine feminine, very closed off and reserved, wise, but you're like the powerful energy behind this emperor. But you're spoiled, right? In a good way. This is somebody that spoils you. They dote on you. They take care of you. They protect you. They guard you. And they provide you with this beautiful life. For each of you, it is going to be different, but it's the same energy. I love this for you. But I am going to leave it there. And if it resonated on any level, please feel free to like and subscribe. You can let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you can return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you.